All right, friends. I want to thank you all for tuning in again to the Book of Shadows YouTube channel. And I also really want to thank everyone who's subscribed and all the comments. It's really great to hear from you, and I just appreciate you so much for going on this journey with me towards evolution. And we're evolving collectively, you know, nothing happens in a vacuum. This is all interconnected. And I had originally planned to post the video and I had recorded the audio for it, but I felt like maybe I was coming on a little too strong. And it ended up sort of just being this diatribe or this rant against this culture, this consumer culture that we live in. And we absolutely do. You know, we absolutely do live in a culture that has sickened us, that has really weakened us because of the insistence on buy, sell, consume. And I had entitled the video Self-Sufficiency, because when you can turn away from this culture, this consumer culture that we exist in, and start creating, start producing, crafting, forming, and fashioning, then you don't really fall into the trap of consumerism and materialism, because you know that there is another plane. There is a higher existence that we have been shut out from. But little by little, the light starts to break through for you. Magic starts to happen. We all have this ability. We all have, magic is real. But I also wanted to take a second to just sort of pause and reflect on where we are, because I live in New England and it's the summertime right now. And maybe like me, you've struggled with your mental health throughout your life and your teens and into your 20s. And for me, and that is the case, the summer, it was always a time of, I always had this seasonal depression that would kick in the summer. You know, there's like deep sense of loneliness and sadness would just really kick in the summertime when I was left to my own devices, so left to my lonesome. Because in those times, before, it was like school and work would structure my existence. So in the absence of that structure, which was an artificial structure, I really don't have, education system in this country. I think you have to put quotes around education. What are we really learning? But anyway, I don't want to dive too much into the cynical side. I want to take a second to honor the struggles and the pain and the emotions that we go through. Because depression, anxiety, loneliness, sadness, these emotions, that these things we go through are like gateways. And when those things kick in, it's like you're plunged into this dark tunnel, and you have to rely on yourself to find the light at the end of it. And it's very much, I think, a metaphor for this existence that we're in, because, we're born into this world, into this storm, and we have to become the eye. We have to find the eye of the storm. And all these emotions that we can get swept up in send us adrift on the cosmic sea. And we're all drifting in different areas. But I found my spark and my creativity and my desire to manifest and create something magical through the experience of my depression, of my sadness, of my misery. It became like a motivating thing. So I started writing music. That's something that I am still so passionate about to this day. I believe I was born to be a musician. I was born to make music. It's a deep conviction that I have. But if it weren't for the troubles and the struggles and the pain, then I would have no reason to go towards my light. Music is my light. And so, one thing I love is performing music in front of people in the world. And the experience of doing that is like, it is like being in the eye of the storm. Because no matter what's going on around you, when you have this song that you want to sing from your heart, and you close your eyes, everything else falls away, and you're just pushing this light out from your chest, from your heart, this song. I mean, that's something I live for. It's one of my favorite things. And it's an experience of transcendence. But I'm not here to just exalt myself. I'm here to send out this message to anyone who struggles with any kind of mental health issue or mental, a creative block, or who's struggling to find their worth or their purpose, that this life, this existence is a great school, a grand university. And I mean, I'm not a keynote speaker. I haven't graduated, but I know that there is a purpose to this existence. There is a reason why we're here. And I think there's such a huge mental health crisis going on right now because of the absence of this spiritual purpose that we have yet to discover. So, I think it's good to take the time to honor the pain, to honor the sorrow, because those things are what led you to your light. The turmoil, the storm, the craziness, the struggles that you've gone through. Are all a gift in a way. It's the curse that shows you to the gift. And the gift and the curse are married, and you're their child. And you're tethered in between the light and the darkness. So the question is, can you begin to form and fashion and create something out of that tumultuous marriage? Because most of us just choose one side. But it's imbalanced. So because of that imbalance, we can't create anything original. But make no mistake, there is no one like you on this planet. You have something that no one else has. You have a gift that no one else has. And it might be in its infancy, so it's up to you to nurture it, protect it, grow it, care for it, and slowly but surely it can sprout into something magnificent, and it could change your whole life. And again, if you are going through these struggles, hardships, always remember that life is not sedentary. Life is a sea, it's an ocean, it's always changing. So it will change, your course will change over time. But we can't let our ship be run aground. That was sort of the point of the first video, is that this culture, this world, the ship's been run aground. It's going nowhere. People are going nowhere. So we have to change directions. We have to set sail for brighter shores. And that's a challenge. But I know that the challenges are worth it. The struggle is worthwhile. So honor your gift. And not everyone will understand it, be receptive to it, even care about it. But there will always be those who will. There are people who want to hear what you have to say. There are people who want to listen to your music, to look at your art, to watch you dance, to listen to your jokes. But no one can honor your gift the way you can. So we continue to sail, though the seas may be stormy, and right now, there is a storm overhead, literally, as I speak. But our ship is weathered and strong, and we are wise sailors. And there are ships who have run aground because they've been captained by fools who don't know the ocean, who don't know how to sail. So we know, we're learning how to sail. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope you have a beautiful evening or morning or day whenever you're listening, and thank you again for listening. I really do appreciate it. And I'll be back with more. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to deep dive in terms of spirituality, but I really wanted to make this message today because this emotion it's strong, So thank you. I love you. Good night.